Okay, so one look ahead in, and look at this little guy. Isn't that cool? Won that bike. So anyway, made it here, the highest pub in Scotland. I just had a bit of a mooch around, as you do, and now I'm gonna push on. And I just sort of spoke to the chap there in the Mercedes because I was just looking around, checking the phone, and realised the plates were from Jersey. What the odds? My whole family are from Jersey, and he's out here doing some prospecting. There's a lot of lead mines around here, and he's out here meeting a friend from Glasgow to do some gold prospecting. He's the first genuine prospector I've ever met. And there we go, that's my next Carron Bridge. I think I went through there, you know. Okay, Thornhill. So I'm going to make my way to Thornhill, which is only about 10 miles, 15 miles down the road. I'll get some fuel, and then on to Elvenpoot and Penrith. That'll be the bigger run of 90 miles before going on to Elston, and then at the Ancient Unicorn, which is where I'm going to be staying this evening. And then tomorrow I'll be doing the highest one in England and the highest one in Wales. So that's the run. But my main objective right now is to get the fuel. Let's get you one. Go. Oops. Get you one. These little huts up here. Pretty cool. Okay, let's give Relive one more go. Hopefully it will pick up. He's got some moves. If I had a little boy, that's exactly what I'd be doing. Getting him on a bike. bloody P. Alright. So I think we are ready to go. That's really cool. Look at that sheep in the middle of the road. Yeah, doing a U-ey through this little mining town. I think that's really cool. That prospector, from being from Jersey as well. Yeah, he was telling me all the lead mines are around here, and that, well, they were, and where there's lead, gold isn't far behind. This is his actual words. He was here last year and he's going to do the same. His friend is a professional and they're going to spend the weekend going through some dirt and having some fun. It sounds great to me. I guess that's exactly what it is. It's an old prospecting town, you know. It makes me think of the Wild West, and you know, working town in the middle of our Outback and beyond, and lots of people passing through. Oh, the dreaded fuel light has just gone on, and the anxiety is kicking in already, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I can make 10 miles. Hello, Mr. Sheep. Look at the swings, man. So there we go, number 1 off the list, the highest pub in Scotland. So I've got to find a fuel station ASAP. Okay, so I'm going back the way I came. No hardship, because now we get to see all these wonderful views going the other way. Oh! It's a pretty little thing. So, just check. Oh, I've got 52 miles left in the tank, which should be fine. But still, want to get rid of that light as soon as possible. Oh, green, we're green. Go, go, go! Let's not hit the stones in the road, Blake. That's a really easy way to ruin a good day. There we go. Marvellous. Just look where we are, folks. Look where we are. I was just pondering that about my SLR. I've had my digital SLR camera for a number of years now, probably over a decade actually. And at a time, it was glued to me. You know, I went everywhere with it. You know, social events, friends gatherings, holidays, whatever. And I really, really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed, you know, getting better at it. But as I made the transition to vlogging and filming, and as camera phones, or I should say the cameras in smartphones got increasingly better, it became increasingly easier to take photographs via your phone. And that balance between easy and good became very, you know, the line between the two was very, very fine. You know, you can take fantastic shots. Look at that babbling brook going through the bottom of this glen. It's spectacular. Anyway, my point, what all that waffle aside, I'm trying to get to is that the quality of cameras and the quality of the photographs you can take with such ease on a phone is parallel, I think, to a digital SLR. Certainly for the amateur, certainly for just someone like me, not a professional. And it's mainly focused on the ease, that element of it, because it's just in my pocket, you know. Oh my goodness gracious me, look at that. What a view! What a view! It was worth retracing my steps just for that. Bloody hell. Yeah, anyway, it's in here at the moment, and I just know, I mean, I could have taken it out just then at the pub, you know, and taken a bunch of snaps, but I haven't, because of the fact of it all. You know, it's another camera, it's another bit of kit that I can take, you know, that to take pictures. And why? For the sake of it? Yeah, when I can take them all on my phone. So I think it's a really nice idea, which really appeals to me on so many levels. But the reality of it, you know, it's another bit of kit that's pretty big and it's pretty heavy as well. And am I actually going to use it? No, I'm not. Not as much as it needs to be used anyway, or should be used. So that's another test for this ride. As much as I would like to bring it, I just don't think it's worthwhile. Celebi. So yeah, I will take that out. Plus I've got additional lenses for the camera. Again, they're big and they're expensive, and it's just the robustness of the camera on the phone just makes a lot more sense when you're on tour. And on top of all that, I'm filming everything as well, so it's not like I'm going to miss anything. Yeah, I think that's decision made. I tried it out, gave it a whirl at least. Now it's again another point of these shakedown tours. Oh, I'm having such a good time. Look where I am, I can't believe it. I'm so pleased I've made it into Scotland this year. Something I didn't think that was going to happen. I only put this tour together about a month ago. You know, I decided I wanted to go. I wanted another tour, and I jumped on the back of something I saw on MCN and went from there, you know. And here I am, and I get to go to Scotland. So pleased about that. And it's a bit of Scotland I've never been to before. It's a bit of a double whammy. And finally, the other feather is this is something you can brag about to your mates down the pub, saying that you've run into the 3 highest pubs in England, Scotland and Wales for no other reason than because, you know. I just know Doug would have loved this one as well. It's a shame. But, you know, he couldn't be... Hello, is that Christmas decorations? Yeah, it is. He would have enjoyed this bit. He would have enjoyed all of this, but particularly this bit going out there to the outback and beyond. And that old minor prospector town, you would have got a real kick out of that. I think I know where they're going. Alright, we are retracing our steps, which is absolutely fine. So Thornhill is where we came through. I thought I recognised the name, it's just because of the planning, right? I saw it in the planning. Alrighty. Hopefully this won't be too brutal to get back onto the main road. Oh, bumpy, bumpy. Here we go, Thornhill. And away we go. You know, I've had a lot of compliments on the bike this trip. I've had at least 3 separate compliments. There was a guy in the most poshest service station in the world that was parked next to me, and he was eyeing up the bike and rolled down the window and asked if he could swap. Yes, and then the same car park, another chap who had the dog Spencer, a fellow biker. Obviously we started talking about bikes. He was admiring the trophy. The prospector was asking loads of questions about it, saying how nice it was. There's 3 right off the top of my head. And that's, what, like 24 hours, I guess? Oh, I forgot, I'm going to get through this road again. This road was fantastic. Anyway, that's nice. It's nice hearing it, you know. I very rarely got any comments at all, positive or negative, when riding the GS. And I had 2 of those things, so 2 of those years, 2 bikes over 6 years, I guess, 6, 7 years. And of course, I'm a big fanboy of the GS, and I miss it. But they're 10 a penny. Certainly in the biking world, they're a 10 a penny. So very rarely got any comments on that bike. Again, it's completely different with Harleys. Everywhere you went with a Harley, there was someone that was kicking tyres, staring at them. That's just that kind of bike. But my point being, it's quite nice riding something that is not all that common. I guess most people that would go for a bike like this would go for the BMW RT, which is something that I was actually looking at for obvious reasons. Or, you know, things like from Honda, Pan-European springs to mind, Goldwing, the bigger version, obviously. And I'm sure there's a load more, but I can't remember now off the top of my head. I know Kawasaki do a couple, but they're more sport orientated. And you just don't see that many trophies around because they only had a short run. But I think it's a pretty bike. I catch myself looking at it. I mean, just then when I pulled into the bottom of that glen, thinking how pretty this bike looks. And that, my friends, is the only opinion that matters. So it's nice having the trip set up and working properly as well. So, you know, continuously counting the miles. So I'll have a total for this little tour. I thought I had another pub today, i.e. the one in England was today, but clearly mistaken. Don't even remember my own planning. Unreal. Today is all about heading south, getting back across the border to the old Unicorn. What a great name. What a fantastic ribbon of tarmac this road is. One of the main things I'm going to take away from this is the realisation of how close Scotland is when you just want to get across the border. It was only 3 miles, 3 hours, or just over 3.5 hours, you know, slog on the motorway, and look where I am. That's not that bad, particularly on a bike like this. There was no hardship covering that amount of mileage, so that makes exploring the southwest of Scotland a lot more viable, which makes me excited, gets me excited. Drumlang Rig. Oh, I embarrassed myself. Drumlang Rig Castle. Perhaps something for another day. Look at that, Edinburgh to the left. Oh, I was looking at the maps over breakfast, trying to find the border crossing I was talking about yesterday. With the stones, with England and Scotland, and chiseled into it. And I think it's on a different road essentially, not the A75, which is a pity. And I'm not going to go all the way to the other side of Scotland just for that photograph, so it's not going to be something I can do on this trip. We just got the regular signs on this side from what I can see. I mean, I could be completely wrong. If I go past anything, obviously I'll stop, but again, something for another trip. Curran Bridge, do you have a petrol station? Because if you do, I'll go with that. Beautiful houses, man. Jeez Louise. Show me a petrol station. Oh dear. Maybe not. On to Thornhill. Thornhill looked a little bit more substantial. So let's check out that place. Just had that wave of excitement about the European tour that I've planned, because I can't wait to do that I should say, I can't wait to do this, but in other countries, and be doing it for a substantial amount of time, relatively speaking. I know it's going to be tough, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be one of those special trips, like the first one to Scotland was in 2017. Okay, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Petrol station, petrol station, petrol station, petrol station. Oh dear me. I'll have to consult SatNav. Are you kidding me? $50 miles. There's got to be a fuel station within 50 miles of here. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? It's Dumfries. Wow. Okay. Wow. Thank God for large fuel tanks. I have to go all the way to Dumfries. Okay. Well, fuel tank is telling me I've got 45 miles left, and there's 14 miles to Dumfries, but I've only got 1 bar. 1 bar on the digital fuel gauge. And I don't care who you are, that makes you feel a little bit anxious. So let's keep pushing, I guess, that's all I can do. But 2 things there, really surprised that neither of those little towns had a fuel station. And 2, I'm surprised that the XT didn't pick that up. So, thank goodness for Google Maps, I guess. Oh, it's so pretty out here. I am quite literally retracing my steps all the way back to my hotel right now. Quite funny. Something I ordinarily dislike doing, but what are you going to do? Main thing is that I've made it to my first goal, and the priority. I mean, I should have done this before, really. If I was really smart, I should have refilled before getting to the hotel, but I was so focused on beer o'clock. Yeah, it didn't really, nothing else came into focus. Come on baby, get me to a fuel station. Keeping it in as high a gear as possible, keeping those revs down, and all those other things. Might have to start coasting soon. However, I'm sure I'm fine. It's telling me like 40 miles left in the tank, but it's still, you're putting your hands in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll feel a whole lot better once the tank is brimmed. Well, I think this is where the hotel is. So I did a UE up there. Is it? No it's not. Scratch that. Talking rubbish. Talking rubbish. Pretty cows. Oh, this is where the hotel is. There we go, back on myself. So not far. 4 miles or so. I really want to overtake you. Okay. Fuel station. Fuel station or bust. Come on, come on, come on. Hello, Dumfries. Show me a petrol station. Oh, horses. You guys. Okay, we've got industrial estates, we've got a livery. What else we got? That is a petrol station. Woohoo! Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Cool. Okay, so I have fueled up, the anxiety is gone, but yeah, I've ploughed on since Dumfries. Decided just to get out of Dumfries, get a few miles under the belt and plough on kind of thing. I just pulled in outside of Gretna, which is just about 8 miles down the road, before I say goodbye to Scotland and head back north over the border into England. And it's just been fantastic, it really has. I've just thoroughly enjoyed the short trip I've had into Scotland. It's been amazing, and just reminded me all over again why I love this country so much. But I'm out at another spontaneous Waymarket, and I wanted to hug the coast a little bit in the north west of England, and I'm heading to Walkington is the plan. We'll see how that pans out. It might be great, it might not be, but it just adds another hour or so onto the ride before I hang a left to go across into the centre of England, heading towards where I need to be. So I think I'm going to carry on without the cameras just till I get to around about the walking area, and then I can pick it back up, because I think we're going to go back onto the motorway just now, which might be interesting for anybody and then we'll go from there. But of course, if anything interesting comes up between now and then, I will put the cameras back on. So I'll see you in just a sec.